Yeah. Gentlemen, please excuse my lateness. I was caught beneath a tramp for quite some time. Apologies for being early, gentlemen. I got caught under this tramp and, well, I best be off. So this is the interview, yes? Yes, I believe so. At least that is the pretenses under which you have invited me here. Ah, yes, splendid. Sorry about that. Welcome to the interview. First question. Do you believe in multiple existence? For example, now we exist inside of this video. Is that a different reality to the one we are currently experiencing? Oh, good, yeah. Well, I suppose I could say... Actually, no. There is only one existence, and that is this one. After all, a video is just a video, isn't it? Right, okay, so... no. Next question. Can hair grow on the underside of the Hoof-Doof-Flutang's foot? Much easier. Of course, they are renowned for their incredibly hairy feet. Good. So if we look closer to those hairs, could you distinguish a separate reality from this one? What? Like a video? Exactly like a video. Well, once the hairs start vibrating, I suppose we could consider that inside of this interview. Good. And if it were inside of this interview, then it could, in theory, reach out to our minds and create another experience. Excellent! Please do go on! So, if we were experiencing that inside of this, then this could surely be experienced outside of this. Yes, it could, and I will now push forward to turn the key on the next question. Now, take for example something like rights. You know, human rights, robot rights, lizard rights. All the ones we have established in law here in reality. I would conjecture that these were largely centered around the ability to suffer. How so? Quiet! I'm the one who is asking the questions here. Undue suffering. Now, let us take the robot rights. We know that they have the ability to suffer. For we programmed them that way. Therefore, we should treat them with respect. As to their rights to avoid undue suffering. No matter the menial or repetitive tasks they perform for us. Correct? That is the law as I understand it, and I believe it to be morally correct. Okay, good. Now, let us take that concept and transfer it into digital, to the metaverse, which now generates its own power. Okay. I told you to be quiet. I won't tell you again. Now, we take the robot and we build it with all the digital materials we like. We then program it to be able to suffer. This robot serves you perfectly inside your virtual home. Yet you still abuse it. You foul wretch! Are you breaking the law? Are you behaving immorally? Can I speak now to answer the question? Oh, for goodness sake! Of course! Right, yes, I suppose I would. If the programming of that entity could suffer, then it would be just as immoral as abusing a robot in real life. Because the suffering is still felt, whether in this existence or that existence. The programming holds true. Correct! But earlier on, you told me you did not believe in multiple existences. Didn't you? Yes, I did, but that was in relation to a closed-off medium. A record of time, such as this, i.e. this video. Right. So you cannot comprehend the slight suffering I have impeached upon you with my triteness this evening could be felt elsewhere, again, and again. Well, I suppose so. So the suffering or joy of one existence can affect the timeline of another whenever it is broadcast? Yes, I believe so. And not only that, with each repeated viewing, it would alter the perspective of the viewer further as they progress along their own individual timelines. How fascinating. Yet surely we can only suffer this interview once. We can only broadcast this exact take of events only once. I once knew a surly gentleman who... Oh yes, well, you would like to think so, but now we live in untold minds, constantly broadcasting as we live, and as words are extracted, we too will become the robots we made. We will scour the hairy feet, and we will denominate the greatest empathy amongst all existences. Great! Oh, well then, did I get the job in this particular interview? I said I asked the questions, you buttered-up fool! Well, that concludes the interview, doesn't it? No! I must...
Like it as we enter the realm falls of the metaverse. Like it as we enter the realm. Everything is expanding. Game is afoot.
A big old hairy foot.